Good morning, children. Sai Ram. I think everybody is relaxed after the exam. So let us start with a new session after the exam. The first chapter for the next term's portion, that is The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a British writer, best known for his detective fiction featuring the character Sherlock Holmes. Doyle wrote over 50 short stories featuring the famous detective. The Sherlock Holmes stories are generally considered milestones in the field of crime fiction. This is an extract adapt from the same. Now let's find out what is the story about. Now let's start with the lesson. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. So you can see the picture of the carbuncle. Expensive gemstone. Now this story is said by or narrated by his friend, Dr. Watson. I went to visit my friend Sherlock Holmes 2 days after Christmas and found sitting on the sofa wearing a purple dressing gown. His pipe was on the coffee table and a pile of newspapers was next to him. Beside the sofa was a wooden chair with a very dirty old hat hanging on the back. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle is set during the Christmas period and commences with Dr. Watson visiting his friend Holmes at 221B Baker Street. Watson finds Holmes still wearing his dressing gown and engrossed in the examination of a battered hat. Yes, here you see the picture of Dr. Watson, Sherlock Holmes, and he is examining the old hat. Okay, sitting beside the sofa and a hat is hanging on the chair. Okay, back of the chair. His magnifying glass was lying nearby. I guessed he had been studying the hat. You're busy, I said. Perhaps I'm disturbing you? Not at all. I'm glad to have a friend to discuss this with, he said, looking at the hat. It's not a very important case, but there are some interesting points, and we might learn something from it. I sat down in his chair and warmed my hands in front of the fire. I suppose that hat is a clue in some deadly crime that you are trying to solve. So what was he doing with his magnifying glass? He was studying the hat. He was examining the hat, trying to find out. When Watson says that whether he is disturbing him, he said that he was happy to discuss with his friend, okay, whatever he has got to know about the hat. Sherlock Holmes says that it's not a very important case, but there are some interesting points which they might learn something, okay, about the hat. So he wanted to discuss with his friend. When Watson asked him whether this hat is a clue in some deadly crime which he is trying to solve, what does he say? No crime, said Sherlock Holmes, laughing. Do you know, Peterson, The security guard? Yes. Well, this prize belongs to him. So here, who has got this prize? Peterson. Peterson got this hat. Okay. You mean it's his hat? Not exactly. He found it. We don't know who it belongs to. But first, let me tell you how it got here. So, here Holmes says that it is not his hat, but he has got this hat. Okay, and he wants to tell his friend the story how he got the hat. Let us find out the story now. It arrived on Christmas morning with a fat goose, which is probably roasting in Peter's oven right now. The facts are these. About 4 o'clock on Christmas morning, Peterson, who is a very honest man, was walking home from a small party. In front of him, in the street light, he saw a tallish man carrying white goose over his shoulder. When they reached the end of the street, an argument started between this tall stranger and a little knot of rough men. So, what is the meaning of knot of rough men? It means a group of people who are standing very close together. So, what does he say? Here, this hat has come along with the goose. Now, how did Peterson get the goose? Peterson was coming from a small party in the morning, that is 4 o'clock Christmas Day. When he was coming back, he saw a tall man. He was carrying a big goose, okay, a bird. And when he was coming, he saw that man. When they reached at the end of the street, there started an argument between that tall man and a group of people. Okay. Now what does he see after that? One of them knocked the man's hat off. He raised his stick to defend himself and accidentally smashed the shop window behind him. Peterson came forward to protect the stranger from his attackers. However, the man was obviously worried about breaking the window. He must have thought that Peterson was a policeman, as he was wearing his uniform. So he dropped the goose and ran off down a street. The roughs also ran away, and Peterson was left with this old hat and a delicious looking Christmas goose. So what's the meaning of rough? A rough means a rude, violent person. So what has happened? This tallish man, when he was attacked by the rough people, that is the rude people, the violent people, he tried to defend him, but in that he broke the window, okay, the shop window. So Peterson actually wanted to help this man from his attackers, but since he has broken the window, he was worried, and he thought that Peterson was a policeman because he was wearing his uniform. So what did he do? He dropped the goose and ran down the street. So not only the attackers, but this man also ran away, leaving his hat and the Christmas goose. So in this way, Sherlock Holmes tells the story how Peterson got the goose and the hat. So here you can see the picture of Peterson and the people running away, leaving the goose. Okay? Didn't he give it back to its owner? My dear Watson, that's the problem. It's true that there was a small card tied to the bird's left leg with "For Mrs. Henry Baker" written on it. And it's also true that the initials HB can be seen inside this hat. Now, when Watson asks why he didn't give it back to its owner, what did Holmes say? What was the problem? Here, they wanted to know who is the actual owner, because there was a small card and tied to the bird's leg, okay, and it was written "For Mrs. Henry Baker." That means this bird was for Mrs. Henry Baker, and on the hat there was initial written. What was the initials? HB. That means this belongs to Henry Baker. But now what is the problem? But as there are thousands of bakers and hundreds of Henry Bakers in this city, it's impossible to know which one. What did Peterson do? He brought both the hat and the goose round to me on Christmas morning, as he knows I find even the smallest problems interesting. We kept the goose until this morning, when there were signs that it should be eaten immediately. Peterson has taken it home, while I still have the hat of the unknown gentleman who lost his Christmas dinner. So what does he say? He says that though he has got the name of Mrs. Henry Baker, but there are so many thousands of Henry Baker in this Baker Street. So how will he come to know who is the actual one? So what did he do? He gave the goose to be cooked to Peterson, okay, because it will get spoiled. But then he has the hat, so he wants to know who was that gentleman who has lost this Christmas dinner. And what are you going to do with it? I am going to find the owner. How on earth are you going to do that? Watson asked. By seeing what I can deduce from his hat? Exactly. You are joking. What can you learn from a dirty old hat? So, what does he say? Here, Holmes wants to come to some conclusion by seeing the hat. So, Dr. Watson is asking, how can you understand anything about the person by seeing just the hat? Here's my magnifying glass. You know my methods. What can you tell about the owner from this hat? So, magnifying glass is the detectives, they use it, trying to find out about the owner of the hat. Let's see what he does. I picked it up and turned it over. It was an ordinary black hat, but in a very bad condition. It was cracked and covered in dust, and there were dirty marks in several places. Someone had tried to hide these by painting them with ink. The inside was lined with red silk, but it was very discolored. So, this is said by Dr. Watson. What does he find? It is just a bad, the hat is in a very bad condition and it was very old and it's dirty also, okay, but someone tried to hide it by painting them with ink. There were no maker's name, but as Holmes had said, on one side there were the initials H.B. I could also see that there had once been a loop to fix the hat to the head, but the elastic was missing. Now, what is a loop? It is a piece of string to hang. Elastic, what is elastic? It is a material that stretches used in clothing. So, but the elastic with which the hat could be tied in the loop was missing. I can see nothing, I said, handing it back to my friend. I disagree, Watson. You can see everything, but you are not thinking about what you see. You are not making any deductions. Then please tell me what you can deduce from this hat. What's the meaning of deduce? Draw conclusion. So here, Dr. Watson says that he doesn't understand anything but by seeing the hat. So what Holmes says, but you are not trying to think. See, you are not thinking about what you see. That means you also can see what I can, but you are not thinking, you are not trying to draw any conclusion. You don't want to come to any conclusion by seeing the hat. He picked it up and looked at it very carefully, as he always did. Some facts are fairly clear, he said, and a few others are very likely, if not certain. For example, anyone can see that the owner is intelligent, and also that he has been fairly rich within the last 3 years. But he has lost a lot of money recently. He is careful and likes to plan things, but less now than in the past. If you consider that he has lost money, then that's quite likely. My dear Holmes, he is surprised. So what does he tell about Henry Baker? He says, looking at the size of the hat, that means his head is very big. So that means he must be intelligent according to him. So whether you agree or not, that is up to you. So he says that Henry Baker must be intelligent and he must have been rich also, but then he must have lost his money. Why? Because when you see the hat, you can understand it. Okay? And he is very careful and he likes to plan things. Okay? And if you consider that he has lost money, then that's quite likely. That means he thinks that maybe he has lost money recently, right? Let's see what he says. These are the more obvious facts which we can tell from his hat. Oh yes, one other thing. He probably doesn't have gas lighting in his house. You must be joking, Holmes. Certainly not. Is it really possible that you can't see how I know, even though I told you all this? So, however, he still has some self-esteem, he continued. He is a man who doesn't take exercise, isn't very fit, and goes out rarely. He is middle-aged, has curly hair, and uses hair cream. And he has had his hair cut within the last few days. So what did he come to know about Henry Baker? Just by seeing the hat, he came to know that he is a middle-aged person and he is very intelligent. Then he doesn't do exercise. He was rich maybe 2-3 years ago. He has lost money, and then he is a person of self-respect. Okay, and then so many things he came to know just by seeing the hat. Here, Watson, he doesn't believe. He scoffs at him and he asks him, how can you understand all this thing just by seeing the hat? So he says that, is it really possible that you can't see now? How? I know. Even though I told you all this, that means you can't understand. Even if I have told you, you don't understand it. Let's see how he will make him understand. Children, I hope you have understood till here what has happened. Who was Peterson, Sherlock Holmes, then Watson. We have come to know about these 3 characters in the story till now. I hope you have understood. At the end of this video, you will find a link. You have to click on the link and submit your answer in the worksheet. Thank you. Have a nice day.